Hey, sir.
Good to see you, Jake. How's it going?
Pretty good, yeah.
Good. So it's been a couple of years. We interviewed you. You were one of the early interviewees.
Yep.
So you've owned Pettis for 2 or 3 years now?
We're going on our 4th year.
Okay.
I think 4.5 years with the Petit.
Okay.
Over 100,000 cars across the sites.
Okay.
Never had an issue. About, I don't know, one site's doing about 30,000 a year.
Okay.
Slow washes. Have it slowed down to clean the car, but
Yeah.
no issues there. Never an issue.
Yeah. So your sites are in very rural Texas.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
A lot of dualies.
A lot of dualies.
Lots of dirt.
And
road
you guys, your goal is to get the car as absolutely squeaky clean as you can.
Yes.
So this is one of those examples, even though I may not agree with Jake, obviously, well, first of all, how has your business increased? How much has your business increased?
So our newest site, single bay, Petit, took it from probably 15 to 20 cars a day up to, I think we averaged over 80 per day last year.
Awesome.
Took our top price point from 12 to 20.
So you over quadrupled your volume.
Yep.
And probably like 75% or so I haven't done the math yet, but on your average.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Fantastic.
So.
And you're not running monthlies at these sites?
We're not. These are all just single washes.
Yeah.
No passes, no bundles, nothing.
Okay. So you have your washes for 4 years.
Yep.
And so the oldest machines, what have you run into maintenance-wise? And
Maintenance-wise, we've had nothing break on it.
Okay.
We had one thing break due to a freeze.
Okay.
That was our fault. And,
Okay.
Fixed it, and we're good to go. Never been down a day due to mechanical failure on the Petit's part.
isn't that awesome?
That is, yeah.
And we're used to that. So to me, we're like,
Yeah.
but I guess everybody else is,
Yeah.
that's really unusual.
Yeah. So it's the best machine that we've ever encountered. I mean, we've installed 39 of them.
So repeat that.
We've installed 39 of them.
See, a lot of people look at this young guy and they think he doesn't know what he's talking about. You've been part of an install team for 39 machines.
Yes, sir.
And so you're very well versed in
Yep.
car washing, and you know what you're doing, and
Yep.
you've been around a little bit.
Yep, just a few years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. How old were you when you started working on cars, washes?
I was 17.
Okay.
17, yeah.
Gotcha. So you've been doing this a long time.
Just a few years.
Yeah. So what's the maintenance like on a Petit compared to the other machines you've?
Maintenance on a Petit, we grease the machine every 2 weeks.
Okay.
We use silicone lube on our air cylinders.
Okay.
Wash out our E-tracks, wash the machine off.
Okay.
Dirt, grime, that's about it.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, clean our rails occasionally, probably once a year.
Okay. A little WD-40 on the photo eyes, or what do you guys do with that? Anything?
Photo eyes, we don't do anything, no.
Okay. You're supposed to put WD-40 on the photo eyes. But hey, if you're not doing anything and you're not failing,
yeah, we
that's
wipe
great.
them off, but
okay.
No WD-40.
Fantastic. So what are you doing now? Because you work at these washes and you work the washes, but you're also doing some installs and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I'm a partner in a service company out of Texas called C-Tech.
Okay.
Do the Texas area, Arizona, New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Try to reach out if we have to.
Okay.
So yeah, just installations of machines.
Okay.
Everything, chemical.
And you're still working on different machines?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Now explain what a different machine's like to work on compared to the Petit.
A different machine. Not my favorite thing in the world.
Why is that? What are some of the things you run into and you question why did they build it this way?
A lot of design flaws.
Okay, how so?
Not reliable, just across the board. It
Okay.
seems like the older machines, even if they're 3-4 years old with low wash counts, we're having issues with.
Okay.
So trying to get everybody converted to a Petit.
Yeah.
It's the best thing we've ever worked on or seen.
Yeah.
I own 5 of them, so I can vouch for every single, one of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And why do you think so you up the price quite a bit and you got more volume. Why do you think you have so much more volume?
Like you were saying earlier, the machine cleans the car.
Okay.
People are happy with it. We wash a lot of dualies.
Yeah.
We can fit pretty much any vehicle.
Yeah.
And we wash them all the same. I mean, a slow sports car does a great job. A big dually, it does a great job.
Yeah. And I have a terrible habit. One thing I'm really bad at, I talk about speed 99% of the time because in my head, this is what I'm really bad at. I know we're getting the cars clean and getting the cars clean fast, but some certain washes like yourself, especially in super rural Texas, you want to take a little more time.
Exactly.
And I often don't talk about clean, and I need to.
Yep.
Again, it's just like the maintenance part. It's just in my head, that's normal to us. But so you think that you have so much more customers because you're getting it a lot cleaner than what they're used to?
We're getting it extremely clean, but also the conditions we're working with out here are just cars that haven't washed in months. So,
Okay.
I mean, compared to up north, you guys have a lot of road film, but you have salt. I think you guys do great with the memberships.
Yeah.
We don't offer memberships. So having a slower wash for the person that comes, every few months, I think it helps out a lot.
Yeah. And also, but this is still faster than your old stuff.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
About 4 minutes faster than our old machines still.
That'll help the volume.
Yeah. We're doing 8 passes.
Okay.
4 pre-soak passes and then rinses.
Okay.
Graphene.
Yeah, you gotta really let it soak.
Yeah.
What is that? I already forgot about it. You were talking to a gentleman here that was earlier, and what's the kind of dirt you were talking about?
It is called caliche.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have caliche. We have a lot of road film, oils on the road. I mean, kind of standard across the country, but
Okay.
we have people that drive down their ranch road every day.
And the caliche.
Yes.
And when it gets wet, it kind of turns into like a cement type substance,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Super tough to get off if it gets damp at all. So kind of fighting that in the rural areas for sure.
Okay. And the Petit's taking care of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, the
Awesome.
Petit cleans the car. I'll vouch for that any day.
Yeah. Now, what have some of your customers say? Some things you hear a lot, and some things that surprise you. They say.
Oh, I don't think we've ever had a dissatisfied customer with a machine.
Awesome. I heard that the other day.
Yeah.
We were at a place south of Waxahachie. I forget that owner name. Super nice guy, fireman. And he was explaining, he goes, you know what? I thought about this. I've never had a single person complain about the wash.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. That's quite a testimony.
Yeah.
What else do you hear from your customers?
They like how fast it is compared to the old machines, and they still feel like they're getting a good quality car in the end. They like that the machine's always open. People have said, oh, wow, your machine's not down like the one down the street. So our machine's open probably 350 days a year if it's not closed for a freeze.
Yeah.
So
So downtime, if you were to put a number on downtime, what would you say? How would you explain it?
Downtime in what way?
Like, is there any downtime at all in the 4 years? So people ask us a question, hey, what's your downtime like rate or ratio or number? And we're like, we don't have a downtime.
We've not been down a day due to Petit mechanical failure at all. So
there you go. 4 years, never been down.
Yeah,
and we have machines out there 10, 12, 14 years old now. It's hard for me to remember because we've been doing this, and I always say 10 years, but it's been like 12 or 14 years these machines have been on the in-bay market. And I would say 13 to 15 on the tunnel market side. They've been out there quite a while, and all the machines, all the in-bays are still in service to my knowledge.
Simple to work on. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is nothing's hidden by a stainless cover that you have to remove, and it's just all there. You can work on it. The average Joe can work on it if they have to. And
it's very intuitive.
Yeah,
super intuitive.
You can access it from your phone. I know I've said this on the last interview we did, but it's my favorite feature. I can access my machine, troubleshoot it. I can put free washes in, everything.
Yeah.
So
now going back to dealing with the company, now that you've been doing this 4 years, explain like your experience with the company.
Experience with the company. These machines make our life a lot easier. Service-wise, I would say most of our business is chemical and installations on equipment.
Got you. For the company you're working with now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got it.
So.
And how long have you been doing that?
A handful of months, full-time, but part-time for a while.
Okay.
So.
Got it. What's your experience been with the Petit company?
Oh, the Petit company.
After owning it for 4 years.
Incredible.
Okay.
You can call anytime if I have an issue. Troubleshoot it. You guys get parts out overnight. If you need it, I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It really is.
Good stuff. Good stuff. What now that you're repairing other machines, what's it look like compared to other companies?
Compared to other companies, it is night and day difference.
Okay.
For sure.
What do you run into with other companies on the service end?
Lack of response time. They just will not respond even if you have an issue.
Okay.
I mean, if a customer's down, they're losing money, we're losing money. I mean, it's not fair if the company that we're dealing with that we purchase machinery from is not going to give us a call back and email back. Reliability is key.
And out here, we're in the Midwest, so there's a lot of everything everywhere. Out here, when you guys drive 3, 10, 12 hours, like you need things to just be done and get back home. Like it costs everybody an outrageous amount of money if you can't get what you need.
Exactly, yeah. We have sites, I would say our average site's about 2 hours from our shop.
Okay.
So if we had to head to every site every day to fix a small issue, we couldn't do it. So reliability, I mean, getting parts if we need them. The warranty is incredible, 2 years, I mean, the whole machine. So
yeah, I can see now why, this part of the country, why you were mentioning how it's a lot easier from the phone, because you're not 20 minutes down the road.
Nope.
You're not 12 minutes down the road. You're
Yep.
2 hours down the
Exactly.
road, and you can reset everything. But
Exactly.
and explain some instances, because when we say reset a machine, it's a very subtle thing.
Yeah.
Because it can even bump the mirrors. It'll still work like normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when do you see a need for a reset? What happens?
See a need for a reset if someone's parked way off center.
Okay,
I mean,
that makes
even
sense.
if somebody parks slightly in front of an arm or has tow mirrors extended, the arms will give a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're made to.
Yep.
So they're engineered to give a little bit and keep washing the car.
Yep.
I mean, if you have a slight mechanical failure due to low pressure on your soap, say you run out of water, the wash isn't shutting down. Mm-hmm. It's going to wash the car, it's going to get it out, it's going to send you an alert.
Yeah. So if someone's way off center, these dually guys are usually pretty good. It happens
Yeah.
one time, then they figure it out.
Yeah.
But if they're way off center, it knocks one of the proc switches,
Yeah.
and it's going to shut it down, turn the lights on,
Yeah.
and that's where you just go in and just reset
Just
it.
reset it, have a lot of people trained, just drive back around, give them a free wash. and
That's
they're-
it.
Yep.
It's that simple. I mean, within a couple minutes,
Oh, yeah.
everything, the machine, anything you can do on site, unless a physical relay pops,
Exactly.
you can do from your phone.
And you can see the inputs, the outputs. You can see exactly
I
what
forgot
the
about that.
machine's
You can
doing.
see what
Exactly,
every photo
yeah.
eye's doing, what everything's doing.
Exactly.
And the hertz, and
Yeah.
the electric, and all that.
Yeah, I can adjust everything from my phone. If I want to slow it down, if we have a few weeks haven't washed cars and everyone's filthy, I put it in like extreme clean.
Yeah.
Super slow that day.
Yep.
Get everybody super shiny. Speed it back up when we want to. I mean,
Yeah.
it's endless.
And when you have your recipes preset, that's
Yep.
just a one-click thing,
Exactly,
right? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So just
Good.
go into the app, go into the website, and just one click, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
For out here, when we freeze, we just go in, we turn our machine off, and we're good to go.
Okay.
So the weeps does it. We air weep
Okay.
our machines just to blow all our lines out.
Okay.
No issues.
Gotcha.
So-
Gotcha. Good to know, because we do have people in that area where, we're at, everything has floor heat and doors,
Yeah.
but you're in that area where it doesn't freeze often, but every once in a blue moon it does.
Yeah, we'll get 1 or 2 freezes a year and
Okay.
shut the machines down for a day, maybe 2 days.
Okay.
Open them back up, everything's good to go. No
Okay.
issues. So all remotely, we can shut it down, start it back up.
Got it. That's cool.
Yeah.
This has been super useful because you're in, we talk to people in Alaska, we talk to people in Australia, talk to people in
Yeah.
Texas, Ohio, and a lot of people think, there is some variation in the market. It's good to hear from someone in rural Texas
Yep.
how you're doing things, how you're happy with it, and how things are working.
Oh, yeah.
Cleaning very difficult, large vehicles,
Oh, yeah.
and picky.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys spend a lot of money on their trucks. And yeah, they might be work trucks, but they want it to look clean.
Spending a lot of money on their trucks, a lot of money on their wash.
Yeah.
And they want it to work. I mean,
Yeah, you're getting a premium
yep.
now, which is good.
Yep.
Do you have any locations with competition around you?
We do. We have 4 Petits in one town that has probably 12 to 14 car washes.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, all tunnels, all touch machines, and we will outperform them sometimes. So it is a great business. Touchless is the way to go.
How many claims have you had?
0.
In 4 years.
0 claims, 4 years. We wash Sprinter vans on our high bay.
Okay. So you have a 9'10" machine?
We do.
Okay, good to know.
We wash wrecker trucks, tow trucks. We wash anything you can pull in there that'll fit.
So explain is your 9'10" beside a normal machine or is it on its own?
Say it again.
Is your 9'10" machine beside a normal machine?
It
or
is,
okay.
yes, yeah.
Now, do you still see, at least I see, tiny little cars still go through 9'10"? They just go whatever line's empty.
Yeah,
Okay.
they go where they don't have to wait.
Now, have you noticed any negative from the 9'10" for normal cars?
No negative for, I guess, for the taller machine on a normal car.
Yeah.
I would recommend they go through the car bay just because it's going to hit the vehicle a little bit better on
Yep.
the top nozzle, but
Yep.
still cleaning a windshield great. I mean,
Yep.
High
Okay.
impact nozzles.
Yep.
They oscillate. I mean, it cleans the car.
What I've been telling people, because a lot of people ask us, the only thing, we have some beside each other, and the dry is noticeable.
Yeah.
But besides that, we haven't been able to notice the clean much difference
No,
at all.
clean's
Okay.
still good. I mean, you're hitting the side, the back, the front of the vehicle
Yeah.
just the same.
And we have a little bit bigger nozzles on the top,
Yeah.
and we're ramping the VFD for the top pump more.
Yep.
So we're getting about the same impact. We don't see much issue on clean. That's good to know. We didn't talk about this before, and I want to ask your opinion on it.
Yeah, dryers, that's the only difference. That's
Yeah.
why I would urge them to go through that
Yeah.
car bay. But
Uh-huh. So what do you think, because a lot of people ask us about the 9'10", and we're starting to sell a fair amount of them.
yep.
Are you seeing a lot of sprinters coming through? What are customers saying? Or
We're seeing a lot of sprinters come through.
Okay.
We have a lot of lifted trucks that are over the 8-foot mark.
Really?
Yeah.
I see a lot of lifted trucks. It's hard to see one over 8 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a handful, probably weekly, that come through.
Okay.
Sprinter vans, a lot of work sprinter vans that come through.
Okay.
I mean, try not to limit yourself on what you can wash.
Yeah.
So
how long did it take for that business to build up? Did word get around, or?
Word got around. It was a site. We've never done advertising across any of the sites.
Okay.
A lot of word of mouth, and just they see a big truck come out, they're going to pull their big truck in there to try it.
That's good to hear.
So.
Yeah, you may not realize this. You're giving a lot of very valuable information, because these are a lot of questions we get asked. I get asked, and I know what I know. There's a lot I don't know.
Yep.
And
working in both sides of service, the ownership part of the washes, I mean, I would vouch for the equipment any day.
Well, yeah, it's the old Maytag repairman before your time.
Yeah.
You know, they would sit in the corner smoking a cigar, and that's how the Petit does compare to.
Oh yeah.
All these other machines are kind of antiquated.
Yeah,
you know, they're not
exactly.
using the same materials. Someone was just here talking about, hey, I know someone's trying to build, a machine like yours. Like, you have no idea how much effort we put
went into
in
this.
every piece of stainless.
R&D over the last 20 years.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We do not cheap out on anything.
Oh, nothing. Yeah.
And even though it already is, you were just over there a minute ago with one of our gentlemen.
Yeah.
He was showing you this piece here. Oh yeah, we made that 100% more reliable.
Yeah.
And you even have this. You have the old stuff, and it was still reliable.
Yeah, I mean, I have a machine that's 4.5 years old, and we just finished an install about a week ago, and you can see the subtle changes y'all make for reliability, and
Yep.
4-year-old machine still is reliable to me.
Yeah, what we're motivated by is we're not trying to find a way to make it cheaper. We're trying to find a way to make it better.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Tom Pettit does well.
Yeah.
All those subtle little things, sometimes we have to wait on technology. Sometimes they have to make the polymer a little bit better.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we'll buy it. We're never trying to cheapen it up.
Yeah.
Always looking, hey, can we make this a hint more reliable?
Yeah.
That's great to hear. So any other input about your car wash experience?
I couldn't be happier. I don't know what else I would do except the car wash business.
A few more questions. So we talked about the Maytag. That's good to hear. I appreciate you saying that. But do you have anybody at the sites, or how do your sites work?
My sites, we clean them daily.
Okay.
But I do not have any part-time or even full-time service technicians working on the equipment.
Yeah.
So we check our soaps regularly, and the sites are fully hands-off.
Okay, hands-off.
Yep.
So do you have any idea about how much labor hours a week, like per site?
To maintain the equipment, or just a wash in itself?
Either or both.
Okay, maintenance-wise, weekly, 30, 45 minutes washing out the machine.
Yep, okay.
Weekly cleaning up the site, maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
Just trash, washing out your bays and whatnot.
Okay. That's tracking real close. I've talked to a lot of people that just have like 1 or 2 bays, and they average like 10 labor hours total a week per site.
Yeah.
Like you said, once or twice a day, they gotta get the vacuums, got bottle caps in the vacuums all the time, and then in the trash, that kind of stuff. So you're tracking about the same as everybody else. Pretty hands-off.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Well, hey, Jake, that was an amazing job.
Sir.
We appreciate you as a customer, and we appreciate you doing the interviews here.
Of course.
And it's good to see someone just telling everybody your story.
Yeah.
And that's what people want to hear. They just want to see your real world.
Oh, yeah.
We don't fudge anything.
I'll vouch for it any day.
All right. Great, man. Thank you again,
Yes,
Jake.
sir. Good
Take
seeing
care.
you.
Yep.